Hey everyone, I just wanted to go ahead and go through. I got my amplifier section for the desk Kilowatt back. It was away being re-silk screened for the top. Howard Mills helped me out with that. So thank you, Howard, for helping me get this completely and utterly cosmetically restored. I just wanted to show you guys the tune-up procedure for it. I have noticed there are not a ton of videos out there for the desk Kilowatt, and I know when I was looking at one, looking at the opportunity to get one, I wanted to know a little bit more about how they worked. And yes, I can look at a manual all I want, but I wanted to see it actually in action. So if anybody were to have questions about it or they are curious, feel free to comment below. But let's go ahead and get started. There are some in the manual presets for where you can start with your tuning ranges. So, you know, this top portion here is for all the different options or bands that they have for the desk. And this is only for the Ranger. This gives you presets specifically for the Ranger on where your dials should be. For the most part, the only thing, really big thing with the Ranger that you need to do is peak the grid current. I have already done that. Real quick, I will go ahead and show you the controls here and the meters. This one is your grid current and modulation. This one is your plate current. This is the plate current tuning dial, and this is the plate current rolling inductor. This chooses a frequency range of 3.8 to 13 and 13 to 30 megahertz. This is your grid tuning, and that is your coupling controls. That is the plate power on-off switch. Turns on and off the high voltage. Down here we have a voltage meter. This is the I can't think of what the name is right now. Completely lost it. The mode switch. This is the on-off switch. It is the key switch. This is just the power lamp, the filament power lamp, and this is the plate lamp. It only comes on when the plate current is on, high voltage. So real quick here, like I said, I already have everything preset. So I will real quickly do a tune-up procedure for you, just so that everybody can see it and knows exactly how it's done. So right now I'm going to just have the D104 here. It does have a TR relay in it inside the Ranger. So I'm going to go ahead, get this going so I can use one hand here. And what we're going to do is we're looking at this meter here, peaking this grid current. You do not want to go over 20 milliamps, it says in the manual. Alrighty, go ahead, unkey that. Now I'm going to go ahead, flip on the high power, the plate, or high voltage, and I'm going to go ahead real quickly. You don't want to go above 400 milliamps in the manual for the low power mode. So it has two options specifically for the AM. You can do either a high power or you can do a low power AM. CW, there is no option, you only have a high power. And single sideband I have never done on this. I may in the future, but I have not heard good things with CW using this, the desk Kilowatt. I've heard it does not do well with that. Either way, I would have to have a Valiant, or I believe the Peacemaker is also a single sideband rig. I'm not 100%, but I believe it is. So real quick, now we have dipped it. What I will do here real quick is go ahead and put this into the out of the tune mode and into AM low, so that you guys can see the power output on it. Just the carrier, that is the carrier for the power output. I'm not gonna do any modulation for it, but or well, actually I will. I'll go ahead so that you guys can see the modulation meter move at least a little bit. I have my mic gain turned down a little bit because this thing can get going pretty quick. So real quick here, I'm gonna go and key it. Almost 300 watts. And if we look down here, testing 1, 2, 3, this is Kilo 4 Romeo Uniform Tango testing. I'll also go and show you guys this. Whenever you key it, this meter comes on. So we're at almost 1500 volts. But anyways, like I said, I just wanted to take the opportunity, now that I finally have this thing fully together and operational, at least to show you guys how it worked. I know whenever I got it, before I got it, I was very curious. I can read a manual all day. That doesn't necessarily mean I know how to operate it. Everything you have to get a feel for, and this I definitely had to get a feel for. I had never had to use an amplifier, period. So I wanted to go ahead and make sure I could find something, and there was very little. I just had to find it out myself. But like I said, it is, I am driving it with the Ranger. It is going into the Kilowatt Matchbox. If you heard relays, more relays, I have obviously one in the Ranger that is for the push to talk, and then I have one in the Matchbox, which came stock, but it is for the TR switching for the National HRO 60 that I have hooked up to it. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, anything that you want to know more about it that I might be able to give you insight with, feel free to comment below and ask. I'm always willing to have help anybody with any questions they've got. And please comment, like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you guys again whenever I come out with my next video. I think we're going to do, next one will be something on the air with them, with the Desk Kilowatt. 73s, you guys have a good one.